Hello, I'm Dave. This is I didn't take a lot of. This is gonna be more about just the different places I visited in Guatemala, and I don't have a lot of pictures of the school, but yeah. So this is where I lived. It's a condominium, and I lived at the house at the end on the left. This was my dog, or no, my host family's dog. Her name is Diohena. And it's my host family. On the left is my host brother Sebastian, and my host mom Wendelin, and host dad Juan Carlos. My host sister Anika, and younger host brother Juanes. There's Somalia. I was just, when I first got there, just so surprised by the hospitality everybody had, and they were just all really welcoming, and yeah. So I don't have a lot of pictures of the school because they have a similar phone policy to here for taking pictures. So here's pictures the school is really beautiful, and so I went. Most of the classes are in Spanish, and they try to do 50-50. Half the classes are in English and half are in Spanish. So it's definitely, at the beginning, it was really difficult to understand what was going on in the classes, but towards the end, I started to understand more, and it got a lot easier. So this is a map of Guatemala and the different places I visited. So I lived in Guatemala City. I don't know if it's right here. And I visited Petén, which is this big area right here. And this lake, it's Flores. It's like an island on the lake. And it's really beautiful. There's a lot of I visited Petén, and Aditlan it's Aditlan, not Antitlan. I spelled that wrong. But that's right here. There's the lake, and it's surrounded by 3 volcanoes. It's just really beautiful, and there's towns all around the lake that we drove around to and visited, and then Antigua is right here, and that's pretty close to drive to from Guatemala City. So this was Petén, and it's mostly rural areas, and we visited Tikal, which is the last Mayan civilization or colony to be discovered by the Spaniards. So it's a 20-minute drive into the jungle, and it's really remote area, but they have a lot of beautiful Mayan temples, and this is on the right is the temple of the jaguar. It's the most famous one. And when I went there, it was raining a lot, as you can see. It's there's some pictures of. We stayed with Sebastian and his cousin, so they gave us a tour of Tikal, and yeah. And this tree, I'm trying to remember the name of the tree. It's the national tree of. Yes, it's the ceiba, and I think the oldest one in Guatemala is over 400 years old. It's very tall, and it's really beautiful tree. There's the group I walked around Tikal with. It's yeah. And this actually a Star Wars scene was filmed here, which is cool. But this from like the highest point in Tikal. I don't know if I have a picture of it, but it's like we climbed up like one of the. It's really high up, and you can see over like the forest. And on the right there's like an animal I saw. It's like a type of raccoon, I think. I don't know if you can see it, but I thought it was really cool.
So I have a sign.
I don't know if I can like zoom in, but I guess not. Okay. Next, I went to Aditlan and doesn't have to. But
You just called it two twice.
yeah. So this is the lake that like we like took a boat and went around to went to a couple different places, and this was like where I was staying in the middle. It's a really beautiful like, place right next to the lake, and you can see I think one of the volcanoes there from and it was just like really beautiful. There was like a lot of marketplaces and like just driving back from Aditlan, it was like yeah, it's just really beautiful. Here's some more, and there's me grinding the cacao, so I'll be a good wife, I guess. And this is cotton spinning. It's like I don't know if you can see that, but there's like just like a bowl, and then like you take the cotton and then you just like spin it, and it like I don't know. It's really cool. I don't know how it works exactly, but that's how they make a lot of their like you can see hanging like in the back. And we got around mainly from tuk-tuks. It's like I think like a converted motorcycle, but there's like a ton of them just everywhere. And like if you need to go anywhere, you can just do that and it will stop. There's this one in the middle is not actually Aditlan, it's the Capitol building in Guatemala City as well. But there's just some music that we stopped to listen to. Yeah, the guy with the plaid was the boat driver. This Antigua, this was the last place that I visited. There's like the Jade Museum, and the jade can only be found in two places. It's Guatemala and like China, so it's really rare stone. And like, what's really interesting about like all like the Mayan like these like jade like sculptures and things is like a really hard stone, so there's like no way to carve jade without like they must have used like other jade, or like the only other thing is like a diamonds can like carve jade. So like it's really impressive how they could make such beautiful things with jade, like because yeah, it would have been very difficult to do. That's honest on the right. I spent most of my time when I was in Guatemala City in Cayala, and I think the architecture is really cool, and like the way the city is built. I guess it's more for built around like I guess pedestrians, which is really cool. And there's a lot of open places and like plazas and things to walk around, and there's just a lot of restaurants and things to do. And this was from the last day in the middle. It's a couple of my classmates, and I think in total my class was 15 people, so about the same as here. But yeah, just walking around there. Yeah.